Hoses properly, the rubber seal is in place, my hinges are tight, not damaged. Fuel tank, properly attached to the vehicle, not damaged, not leaking. My fuel straps are tight, show no signs of looseness, which would be metal shavings or rust trails. My fuel cap is properly attached to the vehicle, chain is in place, rubber seal is in place, and is not damaged. My steps are properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, has no debris that will cause me to fall, and is able to hold my weight. My catwalk area and step is properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, has no debris, and is able to hold my weight. My exhaust, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, show no signs of leaks, which will be black soot around my joints. Drive shaft, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, no excessive play. Universal joint, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, properly greased. Torsion bar, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken. My airlines, I have my service and emergency airlines. They're properly attached to the vehicle. They're not leaking, they're not dragging, they're not damaged. My glad hands are properly attached to the vehicle. They're not cracked or broken. The rubber seal is in place and the rubber seal is not damaged. My connections to my tractor are properly attached to the vehicle. They're not damaged and they're not leaking. My pigtail is properly connected to the tractor. It's locked in place. No wire is showing and it's not dragging. Pigtail is also connected to the tractor. Obviously not connected, but it is locked in place and the pigtail is not damaged. My frame again is properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken. No illegal welds. My brake lines are properly attached to the vehicle, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and they're not leaking. My brake chamber and clamp is properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. I have a slack adjuster, push rod, and pin that's not very visible, but is properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, has no more than an inch of play whenever my brakes are released. Spring hangers, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken. My spring, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, not shifted, no more than 1/4 missing, which will put me out of service. I have 2 U-bolts, they're properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken. I have a shock, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, not leaking. I have an airbag that's properly attached to the vehicle, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, it's not leaking. The airbag mounting bolts are properly attached to the vehicle, show no signs of looseness, which would be metal shavings or a rust trail. My 5th wheel mounting bolts are properly attached to the vehicle, show no signs of looseness, which would be metal shavings or a rust trail. My 5th wheel locking pin, I'll tell you what, I'll do that whenever I do the trailer. My brake drum and brake pads are properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, no grease. They have the proper thickness. My inner rim, outer rim are properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, no illegal welds. My inner tire, outer tire, top of tire properly attached to the vehicle, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. The tread wear is even, have at least 2 seconds of tread depth. My bud space is tight with no debris and no gap. My valve stem is properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken. I would check my air pressure with a tire gauge. I have 10 lug nuts. They're properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, show no signs of looseness, which would be a metal shavings or a rust trail. My axle hub, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, filled to the proper level, not leaking. The lug nuts on that are tight with no signs of metal shavings or rust trails, which would indicate looseness. They're tight. My mud flap, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, not dragging. The DOT tape is in place. My tail lights, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, proper color red, My backup light, properly attached to the vehicle, not cracked, bent, or broken, proper color, clear.